Hi, my name is Steve Martile at freedomeducation.ca, and I thought I'd bring another video this week on the topic of feeling good. Now, I think it's obvious that, maybe the reason why I want to feel good is that the reason for feeling good is pretty obvious, right? Because the law of attraction is always matching you up for how you feel, right? So if you feel good about what's going on with your life right now, you're going to get more of that good stuff coming to you, right? So that part's straightforward. That's basic law of attraction 101. Now, but that being said, a lot of people miss the ball in this, is that they really struggle to feel good because they have these rules and these what I'll call beliefs about what you need to do in order to feel good, or about just hierarchy of belief systems, like what needs to happen in order for you to satisfy or fit in to society or your family or the friendships that you have. And those ideas and rules are your belief systems. So one of the biggest things that takes people out of takes you out of the game of feeling good is trying to satisfy the rules or beliefs that you believe, as opposed to just feeling good. Because if you break it right down to just feeling good, if that was the game, that was the game that you're playing, you're like, the only thing that you've got to do in the next day, 2 days, 3 days is to feel good, you'd be like, oh, that's easy, Steve, I'll just do that. And you're like, oh, I've got all these obligations, like the rules start popping up, right? I've got all these things that I have to do to make that other person happy, or to do this. These structures, this hierarchy, this belief system is based on a lot of rules. And I get some of them are like, well, I got to pay the bills, because if I don't pay the bills, then I'm not going to have a home to live in. Here's the point that I'm making. If you live less from the rules and more from just where you feel good, in other words, if you live more in your body and less in your head, you're going to have more fun and you're going to enjoy yourself more, and more good things are going to happen for you. That's the truth. So what happens is that if you feel good, and I'll give you a specific example. I had a client I was talking to yesterday, and he says, I got to talk to my best friend about this. There's some relationship, he's struggling with this relationship with this girl, and he said, I've got to talk to my best friend about it. And I said, okay. He's like, but this, and that, and he talked himself out of it. And he goes, I feel a little weird about it, so I don't even know how I feel, and I shouldn't be doing it. Well, I said, let me ask you this. I said, when did your friends, you were saying that you needed to talk to your friend about this. You got this idea, this feeling, and like, you know what? I should talk to my friend about this relationship. I said, when did that happen? He said, oh, yesterday about like 2 o'clock. It was in the afternoon. I said, okay, great. How did you feel as soon as the idea came into your head that you should do that? That was something you should do? He goes, I felt great. I said, that's when you want to act on the feeling. You want to act on it, and you want to expand the feeling. You want to go with the feeling. You don't want to question it. You want to second guess it. Because as soon as you stop and think about it, guess what happens? All the rules, all the belief systems you have about how you should do things crops up. And what happens when those beliefs crops up? You're unconscious. And if you're unconscious, what happens? You're in programming. And what does that mean? You're going to follow the same patterns you had 10 years ago, 2 months ago, 1 day ago. You're in unconditioning programming. You're just going to do whatever you did before. So how do you break the pattern? Instead of going to your head, go back to how you feel. And just ask yourself, am I coming from love or fear? And if you're coming from love, go with it. If you're coming from fear, guess what? You just went in your head. Okay? So if you want to feel good on a consistent basis, then consistently start going to that place and acting from that place. Don't act from your head, act from your heart. I know it's like said over and over in books, and I've read a ton of books on the subject, and I still didn't really get it. You got to make it a practice. You got to make it a habit to start coming from how you feel as opposed to how you think. Okay? Which means you have to ignore the rules and the beliefs you have about what you should and should not be doing. How do you follow your passion? You got to follow what you feel, not what your parents said you should do, or what your employer said you should do, or what someone else is telling you what to do. You should follow how you feel. If you feel good about it, expand that feeling, move with that feeling, act on that feeling. If you need to talk to someone, you're like, I got to talk to someone right now. And that person, I need to get on the phone. Don't email them. Don't shy away. Don't hide. Get on the phone. Call them. Go see them. Drive to their house. If you don't have a car, walk over. Say, I want to talk to you right now. It's really important to me. Do you have a few minutes? And just do it. So what I'm saying is just follow the feeling, follow the feeling, follow the feeling, follow the feeling. If you got more questions, comments, feedback, leave them below. My name's Steve Martile at freedomeducation.ca. If you want more cool videos like this, make sure to subscribe to my email newsletter. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.